As the opening of Superman approached in 1978, Christopher Reeve was nervous. His future depended on the success of the movie.
Chris was very apprehensive just before it opened. Why had he done this? And I came across the letter that I wrote to him, you know, reminding him about why he had done it, and that it was a good thing, you know, and to think about it in those terms.
As it turned out, Chris had nothing to worry about. When Superman opened in December of 1978, it was a smash hit. Critics pointed to his performance as one of the major reasons for the film's success.
First of all, physically, there's a kind of dash, that kind of matinee idol, Errol Flynn quality that you never sense that this guy was straining to pull off a stunt.
He's definitely coming, Mr. Luthor. It's open. Come in.
In portraying the role, Chris tried to play down Superman's heroic aspect.
He's in a different solar system with a yellow sun, as opposed to the red sun of Krypton, so that's what gives him his powers. So it's not as though he'd earned them. They just sort of came for free, and that to me was the key to playing him with humility. To play him pretty offhand, pretty casual. To play him as a friend rather than a one-man police force.
His interpretation as Superman's alter ego, Clark Kent, also drew praise.
I mean, he really played sort of Cary Grant in Bringing Up Baby as Clark Kent, and it was a marvelous performance.
With Superman's release, Christopher Reeve became an international superstar overnight.
He never skipped a beat. He never, for a second, lost his central notion of himself as an actor.
I used to live in a fifth-floor walk-up, and Warner Brothers would start sending limousines. And some of my out-of-work actor friends live on the same block. And out of sheer embarrassment, I used to ask the limo to wait around the corner, and I would sort of come out, sneak up the street, and get in a limo and drive away. One day, an actor friend caught me doing that and says, "You hypocrite. Don't you think we're happy for you? Get in a limousine and drive away and do it for us, okay?" And I knew that it was okay to go ahead and be famous.
But after Superman, Chris didn't want to be typecast as an action hero.
We talked to Sean Connery about it and asked Sean what he should do, and Sean said you should play every single possible part you can to distance yourself from this.
So for his first film outing after Superman, he chose Somewhere in Time, a turn-of-the-century romance co-starring Jane Seymour. He had a wonderful time making the movie on an island in Lake Michigan, but when the film opened, it bombed. He was having better luck, though, in his personal life. In December 1979, Chris and Gay Exton welcomed a son, Matthew. But even though Chris was elated with his new child, he was in no hurry to tie the knot.
For years, I had just been absolutely gun-shy. I thought the marriage was, gosh, you know, you sign a piece of paper and then you're locked up forever. It's like, you know, why shut yourself in?
Give me one of the birds, quick!
In 1980, Chris returned to Williamstown, Massachusetts, and to the same theater where he had once served as an apprentice. Working at the small summer theater was quite a change of pace for the international superstar.
Here I can disappear into the ensemble, which is getting back to the basics of when I first started to learn to act, and I find that very necessary. I've never met anyone that's as driven and has as strong a work ethic as he does. You know, and he started then and he just stayed with it.
Chris also put his determination to work in other areas. He continued to champion political and social causes. It was a passion that began when he was 15.
I remember going door to door on behalf of Bobby Kennedy to sort of get people to think about voting for him. And then it went on in 1970. I remember I joined a protest against the invasion of Cambodia. Then when I got to Cornell in the fall of '70, they moved more to environmental issues.
Now, Chris could use a celebrity to draw attention to the issues he supported. he threw his weight behind such organizations as the Special Olympics.
The time when I really found out about Superman was when I met all the participants and the coaches and the athletes of Special Olympics, and I realized that they are the Superman.
In 1981, Chris starred in Superman 2. He also returned to the Broadway stage in 5th of July, playing a Vietnam veteran who is a double amputee. The play went on to receive 5 Tony Award nominations. His Broadway success was followed by the movie version of Death Trap. Co-starring with Michael Caine, Chris played a young psychopath.
One of the things about Chris, and this may sound counter to the hero thing, but he's a great villain. He was a great villain in Death Trap, you know.
I've always believed that an actor should never judge the character that he's playing. That allows you to play somebody evil or somebody with values that aren't the same as yours, and it really frees you as an actor.